ball down. Puck walks up behind the net. And it's Werenski. Now Jack Hughes hooks around the corner. United States with numbers. Watch across it comes. Jack Hughes wins it. The golden goal for the United States. For the first time since the 1980 miracle, the United States takes the goal. Jack Hughes needed Jordan Binnington.
Welcome to the 9th episode of the Niagara Grit Podcast. And let me tell you something. I can listen to that highlight over and over and over again. How about our men's gold medalist Olympic hockey team? Got to be happy there, boys. Got to be happy. And girls. Can't forget about the girls. So hit that like and subscribe button for me as we get on with the show. We're also thank you to our sponsor, Total Fence. Appreciate you. Another thing is, as you can see here in the background here, nice picture. Nice picture, right? That was donated to us by Danielle Detesco, listener of ours. Thank you, Danielle. We appreciate you. Long friend. And we had our moments. We're still friends, though. We're going to go for some walks out down in the gorge as soon as the weather picks up, warms up here. Both of us like to go for walks together. She's just, she's like my wife, but my friend. Just kidding, Danielle. Just kidding. But anyways, yeah, me and Danielle, we're good friends. And she donated that to the show. We appreciate you. Thanks for listening. You're on the top of our list. All right. So with that said, let's get into the show here for a little bit. We're going to talk about the women's hockey first. Keller, they won in overtime. I think it was it Keller Becker? I forget was it Keller? Well, they won overtime 2-1. It's hard to remember the women's names. They're gold medalists. We love them here in the U.S. Thank you. Thank you for bringing the gold home that way as well. There was a local women's player on that team. Scored a few goals in the tournament. Her name was Haley Sakuma. I probably killed your last name, but, congratulations to you, and we appreciate bringing gold to the country, okay? Not going to get into the other stuff that's going on there with the politics. We don't do the politics here in Niagara Grit, so we're going to leave that off to the side. We're just going to talk about the games, okay? They should have gone, though. But that's, I'm not going to talk about that stuff. So, I woke up 7 a.m., had the alarm set. I cooked up some bacon, eggs, and a beer. 7 a.m. hockey, 8 a.m. hockey starts, 7 a.m. alarm clock. And it went pretty well. I was sitting there and watching the game, kind of excited for it to be in the morning. It was a little different, but I liked it. I thought it was all right. So I'm watching the game, and as it's playing out, we get that early goal by Matt Boldy. That kid over there for the Minnesota Wild. Great player. Wish he was on the Sabres. He's got like 30 goals this year already in the NHL. Great player. So as he scores the game, I'm watching the game. And first period was even. Right? We stayed right there with them. And as the game went on, we started they started to take it to us. Let's admit. They were the better team, as Nathan McKinnon wants to say. We'll get into that in a second here. But it's a whole team effort, okay? And the game comes down to goaltending sometimes. And man, we had Hellebuck in there, put out a heck of a game for us, made the paddle save. He stopped a breakaway on McDavid and Celebrini. He stopped both those players on breakaways. And you give McDavid a breakaway. That's a goal. My heart's in my chest. And then the paddle save. Oh, my God. I forget who he saved that on, but gee, it was a goal. That was a goal. He just comes out of nowhere. what a great save with that paddle save and made us U.S. people proud. Colton Holobuck there. And after making that save, McKinnon had a wide open net. He could have won it, but he didn't. He didn't. Thank you, McKinnon. We appreciate it for screwing up there. Loved it. Loved it. So after McKinnon missed, we go to no, that was before. McKinnon could have put him ahead late there in the third. Got to the second. I'm skipping a period here. And Cole McCarr. Or Cale McCarr scored late there. About 2 minutes left in the second. In the third, they're just, it's like we're just hanging on. At the same time, I'm like, we need a quick goal here. Tage Thompson had 2 great opportunities. Buffalo Sabres, Tage Thompson, gold medalist. Thinking about getting tickets to Tuesday night's game. If they stay around, they're about $50 right now for the 300s. Got the TV screen up here, little American stuff up there. It's going back and forth. But yeah, they're about 300s there for $50. Be fun to be there in the arena to see that happen. So to get back into the game, at the end of the game, with what the Tkachuk brothers did, man, they brought out Johnny Gaudreau's jersey. Him and his brother Matt. They died in a bike accident, as we all know. And to bring the kids out there and have them part of the picture, what a great thing to do, man. You got to love this country. You got to love hockey. That's what we're here for. To cheer them on, and I just can't. I am so happy at the moment with what happened, and the 46 years, 1980. I was 5 years old last time we won the gold medal, and so yeah, that's done. Now we can say, oh, they won 2 years ago, 4 years ago, and is there going to be a movie? I'd like to see a movie made. You can bring the Gaudreau brothers in there and do a skip on them and how they were supposed to. Johnny was supposed to be on the team. They call him Hockey Johnny Gaudreau, Johnny Hockey, whatever they want to call him. But rest in peace, bud. They did it for you, and we can't be happier over here at the Niagara Grit. I'm so shocked. I mean, this is Tuesday, 2 days later, and I'm still sitting here in shock. I don't even know how to talk about it. It's like I'm speechless. So I'm sorry that it's not the best show right now, but we're gonna get through with Hellebuyck had 41 saves. Now McDavid got the MVP, Olympic MVP. Feel bad for that guy, huh? He gets the Stanley Cup MVP, loses, gets Olympic MVP, loses. Just not great. For him. Great player, but you got to feel for him. All right. And then we're going to get into McKinnon, okay? Canada's McKinnon. Well, if you guys watched, who do you think the better team was? Well, dude, you lost, okay? And you can't even make that statement. You should not even be making a statement like that. You had the game on your stick. I'll show you a picture up here. We got a nice picture of him missing a whole empty net. He missed it. The goalie didn't save it. He missed the empty net. So, McKinnon, you just shut your lips up there, buddy, because that's your fault. It's your fault, buddy. Oh, my God. Can you imagine being him? Oh, wouldn't be able to live with myself. Well, he's going back to Colorado. Probably win a cup anyways, but yeah, you can't make that statement, McKinnon. You're just not there. And then Cooper. Oh, this is the head coach of Canada. This 3-on-3 is just a gimmick. It's nothing. Shouldn't even be in the game. That's why the NHL don't do it. It's all for commercials. Get the game over early. Dude, you weren't bitching when you guys won in the quarterfinals there against Czechia. And you guys, it's just some of the comments I've seen. I'm not going to get into it because, like I said, I don't want to. I don't want to piss anybody off. All right? But, I mean, you lost. Face it. A week from now, we're going to be riding this for a while. The boys are going to be on TV tonight for the, Trump's talk, which is good. I'm glad they accepted it. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I don't care who the president is. You should accept it. So shame on the girls there. That's all I'm going to say about that. I don't, like I said, I'm not going to get into that. So with that said, the United States with the gold, and they had a record gold medals for, I think it was 14 gold medals this year as a record. And so with that said, I'm going to end this segment. It's going to be a quick show tonight. This is not going to be my best show. I don't expect a lot of views. I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to come back after the break. I'll go quickly over the Bandits score. They didn't win. And then I'll talk about our high school athlete of the week. Well, I'll get that in. And then and the listener, our sponsor, thank you for sponsoring us, Total Fence. But he put a comment on a thing to bring up the Amazon building being built there in town in Niagara. It's pretty much built now. We'll talk about that, and then we'll probably end it. There. And then next week, I'm going to do a little hot dog segment. It's going to be good. I'm telling you right now. It's not ready to do it this week. We'll do it next week. My voice is losing my voice here. So with that said, 2-1 in overtime for the women's and the men. Gold medalists in Italy, Milan. The golden goal. Jack Hughes with the golden teeth. Telling you, you get your 2 teeth knocked out and you come back and score the game-winning goal. People, Jack Hughes is an American hero. USA, 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 USA. And that's all I'm gonna end that with that. We'll be right back to talk a little bit of high school athlete of the week, Bandits, and then a little bit on that Town of Niagara Amazon building. We'll be right back. I'm gonna take a little break. I'll see you in about 2 seconds because it's not gonna be a long break for you guys. I'm gonna take a little break, let my voice calm down here a little bit. Like I said, it's gonna be a short show today. We'll be right back here on the Niagara Grit. Welcome back to Niagara Grit Podcast. This is episode 9. Just went over that Olympic gold. Turn the TV off, turn that thing off up there because, it gets in my way a little bit. But never mind what I just said because I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. So I'm going to take off the gritty glasses so I can read because we are going to go over the Niagara Grits High School Athlete of the Week. Sponsored to you by Total Fence. And so this week we're going to go with a young gentleman playing out of Wheatfield High School, well, actually middle school, but he is an 8th grader and he is playing on the Niagara Wheatfield's varsity team. So the last 2 games on senior night, he scored 20 points. I think he had like 4 or 5 3-pointers in a 65-42 victory over Newfane. This was the last game before sectionals, and he had a great game, scored 20 points. It's only 8th grade, people. You remember this name, I'm telling you. He's probably going to break the Wheatfield scoring record. I can see that coming. I'm not sure what it is, but the kid's only in 8th grade. He's playing varsity. He's got 4 years left of varsity basketball. Excuse me there. And then they went into sectionals last week here, and they beat Clarence 72-65. And the young man had 14 points. So that's 34 points, 2 games. I don't know his average on the season or how many points he scored this year. But again, he's got to be one of the best guards in Western New York. He's only in 8th grade. Keep an eye out for this week's Niagara Grits High School Athlete of the Week, Colt Becker from Niagara Wheatfield. So there you have it for him. Let's hope they win tonight. They play tonight. If they win tonight, I'll bring it up in the next podcast because they are in sectionals. Niagara Falls is playing. A lot of local teams playing. We have to get into sectionals. Probably, I might do a podcast Saturday. This one's going to be very short. My voice is a little raspy again. But yeah, that's Colt Becker, the High School Athlete of the Week for Niagara Wheatfield. So with that said, I'm going to move on to the Buffalo Bandits. I have to get the glasses on. I broke my glasses. Look at that. It broke. Got electrical tape on there. That's how we do it at the Niagara Grit. Something happens, we get gritty. Little electrical tape on the glasses. Almost, I kind of feel like the goddamn Hanson brothers here, right? Anyways, we're going to get into the Bandits here. They did not do so well. On Friday night, they went into Vancouver. We really needed this game. Because we're playing how do you know who we're playing? I gotta look it up again. Buffalo Bandits. Had this pulled up a second ago. I forgot to pull it back up. There we go. Bandits. Bandits.com. So I'm going to go over the game recap here. We lost 11-9. Saskatchewan, that's who we play at home Friday. People, we're going to have to get out there and really cheer these boys on because we're at the end here. After the loss, 11-9 to Vancouver, put a really damper on the season. I don't think they could come back. That's my personal opinion. You never know. If you want to get out to the game, they play, I think it's Friday, 27th. Oh, that's Friday, yeah. 27th against Saskatchewan. Then they play Toronto. Doubleheader week. You can go to the home game, right? And then head out to Hamilton because that's where they play their Toronto plays their home games, I think, in Hamilton, and watch a doubleheader. The Bandits, if they win these two games, you may have a shot to bounce back in it. But I don't see it happening, guys. The team is just not the same without Frazier and Kluche and I don't know, Matt's maybe at the end of his road. So it could be a long season here. As of right now, I'll go into the standings and we'll update those here. After that loss and everybody else played, we're still, is it still in 11th place? Are we still in 9th place? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, God. 9th. So we're in 10th place, and we're still only a game out of the playoff, 2 games out of the playoffs. The Vegas Knights, they're ahead of us now. They jumped us. They won last week. And with that loss, like I said, that drops us to 10th place and 4 and 6 in the league play. I think if we win these 2 games, we could be right back in it. But like I said, guys, I really don't think we have a shot at it. We're gonna give it our best. I'll go over the game recap real quick here with what happened on Friday. Tatanka had a one-handed goal, crazy goal. And I thought they were going to come back. Like, they went down quickly, and then they came back and took the lead, but then they lost the lead, and that was it. And in the end, they lost 11-9. 11-9, and we lose this game. Goddamn cookies. I can't wait. I'm not even going to pull it up because I had it up here, and it's off. But like I said, that's going to end the Bandits talk right there. This is not a great show for me tonight. I'm doing it in a hurry. I really should have did this on Sunday. Dropped the ball there, boys. We dropped the ball by not doing this on Sunday when I was fresh. I get out of work. I'm tired. Don't know what to say. So with that said, I got one more. I want to talk about another thing too. We really talked about hunting lately. Real quick, only a couple minutes, not even a couple minutes. This is going to be really quick. Is my brother, like I said, he did a lot of food plots out there in Springville. I'm going to show you an aerial photo. He went up there with the drone when he went down there this weekend, and you won't believe all the deer out in this food plot still digging for food because, as you know, we had a bad winter. You want to keep your deer population alive, do some food plots, and I'm telling you right now, they're going to. In a winter like this, they needed them. They were digging through the snow. You'll see the aerial pictures that I'm going to put up, and you're not going to be able to see the deer. They're going to be black dots, okay, in the fields. But you'll be able to tell how many deer are out there. There's a lot. I'd say 40, 50 deer if I was to count. The only problem with that, I'll show you another picture, is he planted 10,000 trees, I think, in the last 3 years. 10,000 pine trees. And man, they put a hurting on him this year. Like I said, in a winter like this, and he's probably going to lose some trees. I'll show you a picture of a couple that I'll show you a picture of one that he posted, and put it up here right now in a second. And you'll be like, man, they really killed those trees, man. Not good. Voice is raspy. But yeah, that, and then he made a comment. We're going to end the show over here pretty quickly. It's only like a 25-minute podcast, guys. It's just my voice, tired. I wanted to get it in because of the gold medal game. I can't wait. The Sabres are back in action Wednesday. We're going to get back into that. So the next podcast, I think, is going to be a lot better. We're going to do a little thing with hot dogs. You're going to like it. I'm going to make some hot dogs up, put some toppings on them, and do a little taste testing. It'll be fun. Something here we want to do at Niagara Grit. We do something different. We'll be back in the police blotter next week. Then do that this week. And with that said, I'm going to talk about one more thing here. You pull it up. So we don't always talk about sports and stuff. The comment actually by Total Offense said, bring up. You should talk about the building being built over there in the town of Niagara. It was the broken glasses, the Amazon building that's being built up there in the town of Niagara. And I did not know this. What he said in the comments is talk about it being 3 floors. So yeah, he said it was 4 floors. I think it's 5. And he says only 1 floor is going to be human occupied. Everything else is going to be robotic. Like all your orders are going to be done by a robot. That's AI is good. Like we always keep talking about, it's taking a lot of jobs. So it's bringing 1,000 jobs to the town of Niagara, right? Imagine if there wasn't robots doing the jobs. You'd probably talk 5,000, 1,000 on each floor, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to bring it up real quick. Amazon building in the town of Niagara. Let me use my little thing here. TO, town of Niagara. Let's see what comes up on. I brought this up earlier. So I know it's so good. Tell me what I want to see. So there's an article from Amazon Robotics from the Fulfillment Center to bring 1,000 jobs to Niagara County. AI had something on there, and I wanted to talk about it. Amazon building. Come on, people. Here we go with this not being prepared again. I just had it up here. This is really ticking me off. You guys are going to give me bad reviews. Don't you dare, Coach Chris Curtis, give me a bad review. I'm allowed to be tired once in a while, you know. This is not the best podcast I've ever done. Town of Niagara, AI. Okay, nears completion. Let's go with the Niagara Express here. Amazon facility nears completion. I'm going to take a picture and I'll show you what it looks like. We'll get a picture on this thing here. Understand that this is about the Amazon Fulfillment Center under construction in the town of Niagara. Massive only begins to describe the project. This is from WBEN. Massive in size and scope and construction costs 3.1 million square feet on Lockport Road complex, 17 times larger than a 2-year-old last mile square foot center in the town of Hamburg. So yeah, it doesn't say much though. It's across the street, Lockport Road. New Tim Hortons has also been put in. Dollar General. People are bitching about the traffic. The only thing I can say is it's bringing jobs. It's bringing 1,000 jobs. You got to take the good with the bad. So you get those two things. You get another Tim Hortons. We got a lot of them around here. Roll up the rim just started when your free coffees. If you don't want them, give them to me. but it's going to mean a lot to the town of Niagara and the region. You know, I mean, it's the center of Amazon is the second largest fulfillment hub in New York State, and when it opens, it will be one of 4 distribution and logistic operations in the region operated on the online retailing episode or whatever you want to call it. I can't read the goddamn thing. It's just, I don't know, man. So what I don't like is, like my brother said, you got to look at, why are we going robotic, man? Why can't we do it with humans? I get it, you're saving money, but I don't know. It's a big building, man. You drive by it, you'll see it, and I'll throw it up here in the pictures. With that said, man, I gotta end this episode. I'm raspy in the voice. I'm not feeling great. I did this because I had to get a show in. I should have did it on Sunday when I was feeling good. Because I was gonna do the hot diggity doggity today. We're gonna put it off to the next show, so I'm a little more fresher and more awake to the moment. And we're gonna end this for now. This is the Niagara Grit Podcast. Thank you to all our listeners. We appreciate you. Sorry I'm not giving you the best show this time around. Very short, but I wanted to get it in for the Olympic Golds to congratulate our women's and men's hockey teams. Congratulations again. We're very proud of our country. We are the USA, and this is the Niagara Grit Podcast. I'll see you next time. I'm Arbo, and I'm out. And that's all I got to say. Niagara Grit. Go Sabres. See you later. Bye-bye. That's it for now.